Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. So, let us continue on with this cross-examination of these two witnesses here. I have to say, one of the things I'm really impressed with about this game that I was not really expecting is the amount of assets this game has. Because I like the 3D and like having to craft every single witness and all that. It just feels like there would have been a lot more asset reuse than there actually is, and I'm pleasantly surprised at how many like new and interesting characters we're getting. O'Malley. That sounds familiar. I know we heard that last episode, but... So I'm guessing that she's his wife, if I had to guess. Rolla O'Malley. Right. That must be where we probably heard Patrick O'Malley before, and Rolla O'Malley was a new name. I don't know, this guy doesn't seem very heroic to me, but... Is he chewing on his, like, helmet strap? Just married. Also, we haven't checked our profiles in a while, have we? So we've got Patrick O'Malley, 23, overly passionate constable of London, witnessed the incident along with his wife Rolla. Rolla O'Malley, 21, witnessed the incident, appears to be very proud of her husband's status as a constable. And we've got Viridian Green, question marks. The victim, stabbed in the back by an unknown assailant. She's alive but remains unconscious. And of course we've got Barrack von Zeeks. Huh. So filling the gas lamps, that's going to be an important thing. We need to make sure that he did all that. Did that correctly. Alright. Nobody was around except for these two, apparently. Also, why was a patrolman patrolling around with his wife? Like, I feel like... Then again, he might not have been on patrol at the time. Or it could just be that she's really clingy and clings to him even during his work. Alright, let's hear it. Okay, so they were still in he was still in uniform, but they went out for dinner. Alright, well that changes things. But I wonder if these two were actually not on Briar Road and were actually on the other road, maybe. I don't know. Alright. So, they went out for dinner, still in uniform. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, looks like it's been beat up a few times, and that she actually has had to patch it up. By the way, let's hear her generic questioning here. Okay, so that's how this is gonna go. Alright, let's continue that as well. I've gotta get his opinion as well. Alright. Yeah, he sure changes his tune quickly. Alright, so let's actually hear that entire statement. stopped in the middle of it. We're planning to stop by the station and change clothes before heading out again. Okay. I don't think we need to know your bedroom preferences, ma'am. Yeah, let's actually hear that. Secret police handbook held only by the patrolmen of London. Yeah, let's hope it is. Let's hope we don't have to tear it apart tragically in some grand turnabout. I saw two figures. Who were the two figures? That could totally be... That could totally be the other guy. Because they do have a similar build. Okay, it seems pretty clear that they were on Briar Road then. Alright. The other dropped something, not some things. So what was the thing that he dropped? Well, it seems like he's paying attention even when he's sleeping. I mean, it's... Yeah, it's not their job to prove that they saw him. Hmm. Maybe... Maybe... Maybe the juror guy, was actually walking down Briar Road somehow? I don't know. I don't know how they would have seen that. Like, this is all... I don't know. Everything we figured out earlier is starting to fall apart. I just don't... I can't see Soseki making a 2-meter leap over, like, some construction just to get to his home faster, though. That doesn't seem like something he would do. I think he would remember that if he did it. Hurry to the nearest police box. Could you maybe show us where that is on the map? I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't call you too reliable at watching over the crime scene. If you're just sleeping the entire time. Okay. Alright. I really don't... If we don't find a hole here, then... I don't know. Okay, don't take out your anger on him. Also, that's kind of terrifying, that expression on her. Okay, I guess. The thing is, if a policeman was watching him run away, then number one, why did he not see the policeman? And her, for that matter. And also, why would they not run after him to stop him? Like, there was two of them. He could have had her stay with the woman to see if she's okay, and then he ran after him. Also, the fact that his apartment is literally right there, I don't know. Like, it makes it a lot less impressive that Holmes deduced where the culprit went. It's like, oh, he just went right there, over to his house across the street. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't see any. Okay, I'm gonna take another look, but... Okay. What the hell? Okay, that's good to know. Let's hear that. If one of those titles has something to do with a lion, I forget the exact title, but then that'll confirm my theory that they were the books that were thrown at the window. Alright, let's hear it. All 4 books. Ooh. So there's only 3 in that photo. Well, let's hear them. Let's hear it. Okay. So, Monsieur Lecoq, The Canterbury Tales, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is probably going to be the other one. The Adventure of something Lion, I think. That was it. But now I'm starting to kind of put things together. So I think the killer might be Mrs. Garadeb. And she has a motive, because she might have suspected her of being the person that his husband was quote-unquote cheating with. And she might have grabbed one of the books. And it might have been The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. That might have been it. Because I remember Garadeb had that, and then when we brought it up to him, he didn't know what that was. So I think that if he had known about that book, then he would have probably recognized it, or I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Alright. Literally just gonna shoot them. Okay. So I think we want to present the picture there, because we can only see 3 books. Because it's true that he could have bought, or it's true that the receipt says that he only bought 3 books, but he could have bought another one elsewhere. Or just had another one on him. But the photo of the crime scene clearly shows that there's only 3 books, so. Okay, we've seen this. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. Let's try this. Yeah, and I'm sure that Zeke's noticed that and purposely didn't say anything. I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if it's like, well, actually, you can't see it in the photo, but there is a 4th book there. I mean, it's possible. I know that he only bought 3 books, but... Or... Was it bought or rented? Yeah, that's gonna be the receipt. I do only see 3 books on here, so... But I am concerned about this. 1 and 3 days. That means he might have bought 2 copies of that book? I don't know. It would depend. It would depend on how this receipt is actually read. We'll see. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, but we're establishing the credibility of the witness. They're clearly, if they're mistaken about one thing, they could be mistaken about other things. Okay. Where's the evidence for this that you're about to present? Well, I want to see this fourth book. I want it in evidence, so... Okay. It doesn't really look like fire damage, but that is the one that Garadeb lost. This is gonna get complicated. Because if Mrs. Garadeb did it, then she would have had to have some elaborate motive for throwing those books out the window, I think. Or setting them on fire. Maybe to make them unrecognizable? I don't know. Canterbury Tales. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I mean, you're not even wrong. But this is gonna get complicated. because it's not his, I guess. It's hers. It's the idea that he's gonna run with. Alright, please submit it so that we can examine it. Alright, let's take a look at these. First, we've got this, which I don't see anything particularly that stands out here. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I guess we've got a little lion icon there. That's fine. There it is. So we know where that came from. Okay. So first, let's take a look at this. Wow, okay. Yeah, we actually have heard of it. Alright, let's go examine this. Okay, so that lines up with my theory so far. But the question is, why is she holding it? If that was thrown out the window, maybe she picked it up? I don't know. That doesn't really help us in any way if that's the case. Yeah, but if we could present that to Mrs. Garadeb, assuming she's not the killer, then maybe we have something. Maybe we'll have her recognize that and maybe throw a wrench in things. I don't think we get another closing argument, so... He says it could make the situation worse if he throws out a baseless objection. Well, we're not going to save Scum. Because there's a mechanic, from what I've heard, there's a mechanic if you lose the trial. I don't think I will, but let's see. So, let's try observing the situation for now. It's almost always, in these choices, you almost always have to object, but I want to see. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that this isn't gonna work. Alright, there's our first penalty of the game, I think. I don't remember us getting any others. I think we got one in like the first case, maybe? If we could somehow bring up the fire damage on that book, he would just dismiss it as irrelevant, but we know it's not. I'm gonna guess with that book. Hopefully. And we've already examined it, so... Okay. So it's gonna be this. I mean, there's more to it. Let's just say that. I feel like he can tell that it's going to take us down a rabbit hole if we examine this book, because he knows that it's burned, but... Alright, let's do it. Alright. So it's gonna be this. And that's all he really has to say is, yeah, it's unnatural, but it doesn't have anything to do with the case, so... Now we know that it does have something to do with the case, so... So how are we going to go about this? Unfortunately, all the other 3 books being there is enough to really, I don't know, end the witness testimony. Like, there's not much we could do to overturn that, but let's just see. The owner of this book. I almost wonder if maybe... I don't know. Maybe it was Garadeb who killed her, and his wife is helping him cover it up. And she's doing that by being a part of the jury and trying to sabotage things, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like if we were to call him to the stand, then he would most likely confirm that it is his book. And if he does confirm that, then that means that he probably didn't do it. John Garadeb. I mean, we could easily confirm that that's not true, right? And also, you're committing perjury right now. I mean, you haven't been sworn in, but still. Okay, so we're explaining the whole thing. Alright, that's probably the best way to go about this. But she's denying it, which is suspect. I mean, it could if the crime scene is right across the street and she was throwing the books out the window. We also have Sherlock Holmes' testimony to help back this as well if they try and deny it. Alright. So we've made some progress there. It might have been open. How do you know that? I mean, I guess that's true. Damn. I mean, it's true that it doesn't change much. Actually, I wonder if maybe the knife was thrown out the window as well, and she was hit with the knife. I guess not by accident, because no, that would just be way too big of a coincidence. Yeah, I can't imagine that. That it would just a flying knife just happens to go through the window, happens to come out of its like closed position, and then happens to land right in the defendant's or in the victim's back. It's not very likely. I mean, it's true that it doesn't change much. Uh, I don't think this is good. I don't think we get another closing argument. So I think we actually lost. But I don't think it's necessarily over. I don't know, we'll see. Well, I don't know. Do we get another closing? Okay, so we are allowed. Okay, good. Alright, well, we're coming up towards the end of an episode anyway, so we might as well call it there. So, that's... I really don't know... Like, of the characters that have been introduced so far, I really don't know who could have done it. Like, so far the most suspicious person is Mrs. Garadeb, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the wife of the patrolman could have potentially done it as well, but like she could have because I feel like that patrolman sleeps easily, so she could have easily done something. I don't know. So yeah, until next time, take care, and I will see you then, I guess.